Big Apple Academy, where excellence becomes tradition.
I have a question for you. What if there's like one person that doesn't get searched one day and has a gun with him, and then like for example, there's 5 days in a row the whole school gets searched, right? For one day that child gets searched, and it's a random search, and he doesn't have a weapon, and then the next day he does have a weapon.
Okay, so what you're saying is a lot of ifs. Okay,
Exactly.
so if they're let's say you decide to bring a gun on Tuesday, random searches take random people. So maybe you won't get called on Tuesday, but what if Wednesday you decide to bring a gun too? You're gonna get picked.
Exactly, but what if you don't get searched on Tuesday and then have a school shooting on Tuesday?
Again, what if the what ifs?
He says also if too.
I'm saying with what ifs. I'm telling you statistics that people bring guns. Okay, 100,000 people bring weapons. If you do random searches, let's say I don't know, there's a gang right who sells drugs. I don't know, 5 people. What is the chance that at least one of them gets picked for a random search? Tell me. In general, random searches.
Schools are usually in the school. Depends how many people are around.
Okay,
school.
but you pick people out of class, right? You have to take at least one person out of each class. 1-2 people.
That's why reasonable is so good. If some person thinks they're gonna get picked, they're not gonna bring anything that's gonna save lives. That's what reasonable suspicion
Exactly.
is so good.
Okay, next, Valeria. Valeria, next.
Question for Nisa. Or
No, yes, team.
yes, team. There. To add on what Michael was saying, what if they? Okay, let's say you were saying that there's a gang or something. Let's say they give it to one of their friends because they know that they're about to get searched. What do you do then?
Okay, you go your friend, right? What do you ask that you set up?
You just give them whatever you're hiding from the school.
Okay, so you're saying that you set your friend up.
No, okay. You're saying that there's a gang that sells drugs, let's say. You give the drugs to your friend, who's also in the gang, to hide it so that they don't find it. What do you do then?
Okay.
Everyone in school will be searched eventually.
Yeah, everyone in the school.
Eventually, but the friend could just give it back once you're done getting searched.
Yeah,
Okay,
they can be
Then you already have to call the police because it's a mystery. Okay, that the police have to solve. School will be on lockdown.
No one can leave.
How do you know that there are drugs if you don't search? Like if you don't find them in the search, how do you know there are drugs?
If you know people are getting drugs, right? How would you suspect that people are selling drugs if you don't know there are drugs going around?
It's a reasonable suspicion. You can just search them.
Exactly, you could just search them.
But if they have just random people and then they don't know that there are drugs going
Just say
around.
something. Why are you raising your hand?
Okay, then if they don't know that there are drugs going around, what's the point of a search?
Exactly.
No, exactly.
You're saying random searches. So what if he gives
So
one
if
to
you're
one?
saying, what if there's no drugs? Then there's no cause for reasonable suspicion.
How do you know that the other person
so
won't
there's
get
no
searched as well?
search?
How do you know the other person won't get searched? How do you know both of them won't get searched on the same day?
You said that you do random searches even if there's no reasonable suspicion, just to make sure that the school is
It's
safe.
safe, yeah.
Well, what if you do it, but then you don't find anything because you give
So
it to a
then
friend?
you just keep doing random searches until you
I have a
find.
question. Is work worth
They could
lives?
just give it back to each other.
Is work worth lives?
Pass it on to each other. It takes like 5
That's
seconds
my
to give it.
question.
Okay, pass it on.
What's
but
your
then-
question? I'm curious.
Is work worth lives? It's hard work to search everybody, but is that worth people dying?
Okay, I don't know what that has to do with anything. Honestly.
Okay, Lerus. Gabi.
Alright, so I have a question for the null team. Basically, when you guys were talking about like the depression, if people get searched their bag, if someone searched their bags for depression, like random searches, and it's gonna give them random phobias. But
Not rent.
I mean, okay. So if you were saying, so if someone gets searched a backpack and they have depression and it gives them a panic attack, anxiety attack. But what if, for example, you don't search the backpack and it turns out to be a school shooting? That's gonna add on to the number, because if someone pulls out a gun on you, it's gonna leave a mark on you for the rest of your life, which can also make a person depressed. So basically, would you rather have one person depressed or like a bunch of other kids depressed because of the school shooting?
Okay, so when I say depression and searching kind of stimulates it, I mean you already have pre-lying conditions. So it's not like as soon as someone searches my bag, I'm magically depressed. It's like I already was depressed. But
Okay, but
So-
that could cause other people.
We're answering your question.
Нисанчик, сейчас
I
их,
didn't get
они
that on your
отвечают
side,
на
you-
вопрос.
Yeah.
Они отвечают, да.
So usually school shootings aren't, you can't really tell, but some people have relying conditions that you can tell. Shut up. So and some
Joshik, keep your turn, please.
yeah, Josh. So basically, usually if you look at someone's writing, you can usually tell what they're doing. And of course, like checking a bag might stop a school shooting, but usually you can see what's going on before and you can see what they're planning using their writer. If you don't shut up.
What are you gonna do about this?
Okay.